What is up? My name is Julia Taylor, also known as Julia Taylor Fit on my other platforms if you want to check those out. So unless you've been living under a rock, you've probably seen this exercise floating around the internet at least somewhere, whether it's Instagram, YouTube, or TikTok. I am going to teach you how to set it up today and how to do it.
Starting off, you're going to move the bench so it's slightly under the Smith machine and that it's in the middle of the Smith machine. You also want to ensure that the side that's closest to the Smith machine doesn't have any handles or foot placements so it doesn't get in the way of your legs when you're doing the exercise. Next, you want to find your safety hooks. This is going to be really important because this is going to be the stopping point in which you start and go for the exercise. So you want to position both sides slightly above the bench so that when you put the bar down, the bar is still going to be above the bench and you can easily get in and out of the exercise.
The next thing you're going to do is you're going to take a rubber resistance band, just like this. It does not matter the strength of it, whatever it may be, it works. Okay, so just like this. This one's already good, so I'm going to show you this one. But basically, it's just a light resistance band, and you're just going to tie a knot at one of the ends of it. Doesn't matter which one, doesn't matter where you tie it, just tie it at one of the ends right there. Just like that. So you're going to take the open side and wrap it around whichever way, just put it through the back, and then you're going to open it and take the little knot part of it and put it through the opening right there. And if you want to, you can wrap it around one more time just for safety, just so that it's not going too long and it's going to stay in place.
So once everything's set up, you can lie down on the bench. You want to lie down in front of the bar and then place the middle to heel of your foot on the bar. And then you want to have an acute angle at your knee. So this is going to be less than 90 degrees when you're down. And then as you go up, the angle at your knees should be about 90 degrees. Another thing to focus on is make sure your knees don't go in like this and they're flaring out every single rep. If they do go in, you might feel it in your hamstrings, whereas if they flare out, you should feel it in your glutes. Something that's important to note is you want to have a rounded upper back. Hugging the bench is a great way to practice this. The reason for this is because you want to avoid hyperextending your lower back so you feel this all in your glutes and you don't get any back pain or work your spinal erectors. For your head, you can keep your head fairly neutral or you can rest it on the bench and keep it tucked. Totally preference.
Notice how at the bottom she has an acute angle. She's not at 90 degrees, but when she goes up, she's a bit closer to 90 degrees with her knees, similar to a hip thrust. And then notice how her hips don't lift off the bench at all.
So this is an example of what it would look like if your hips were lifting off the bench, and that's going to hurt your lower back. The goal is to just go up to the point where you're squeezing your glutes and your hips stay on the bench.
And that is it for this video. Don't forget to like and follow for more, and let me know in the comments what exercises you want to see next. Bye!